bridges to new audiences here at the Crossroads. I'm very happy to be introducing Ana Maria Hernando and Kenneth Robinson for this poetry reading afternoon. Ana Maria, the echoes of her practice are everywhere, so I don't feel like I need to say much about her, except to let you know that she studied at the School of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, where we first met. And then she finished her studies at the California College of Arts and Crafts in Oakland. Ana Maria was born in Buenos Aires and currently lives in Boulder, Colorado. She's had solo exhibitions at BMOCA, Boulder Museum of Contemporary Art, and the Denver MCA, Denver Museum of Contemporary Art, Denver. So we brought her here to Kansas City to feature work on paper and installation, and there's lots to look at and enjoy, so after the poetry reading, please stay for that. Kenneth Robinson, her collaborator, in this poetry reading is a psychotherapist by day and a poet by night. He views the collaboration between therapist and patient as an art form. Entering the unknown spaces within and between people allows the creation of new life from the artifacts of the old. Kenneth calls on the healing power of poetry, music, movement, and theater to achieve this end. He writes and lives in Nashville, and he's our special guest from that part of the world today. After the poetry reading, we'll have a few minutes for some question and answer. So welcome, and thank you, everybody.
Well, it's pleasure is short word for what I feel for being able to do this, to have this show, and also to have this poetry reading. And a pleasure to be doing this with you. I want to begin this poem. I have a poem there on the wall. And that's a short version of one poem that I will read now. This is a poem I wrote on my way to Peru, one of the times I have been there. Last June was my 9th trip to Peru. And it's a poem about what I feel when I go. And the beginning is, it relates to, I have done these trips with Kenneth and many other friends. And we have a wonderful teacher there, the Americo Yavar. And this poem talks about what I feel that happens when I go into these trips. And it's called This Is What Happens. Llegas envuelto en tu capa de oro y la abres un poco. Dejas caer algunos jazmines y nardos. Yo los toco. Abrís tu capa más, la abrís toda, y una catarata de flores preciosas se desborda sobre las mías. Y hacemos río, y el júbilo se siente en la tierra, el infierno y el paraíso. Y los hace uno. Por días caminamos resplandecientes, bebiendo golondrinas de luz y haciendo magia. No hay dueños, ni vencedores, ni conteadores de pecados. Con los puntos cardinales pintados en las pupilas y canciones de amapolas brotando del ombligo, volvemos.
The translation. You arrive wrapped in your golden cape. You open and look. You let some jasmines and tuberoses fall, and I kiss them. And you open your cape more, you open it all. Your waterfall of precious flowers overflows my flowers. And we birth a river. And the rapture is felt on earth, in hell, and heaven, and makes them one. For days we walk resplendent, drinking swallows of life, making magic. And there are no owners, no winners, no accountants of sins. with the cardinal points painted on our pupils and poppy songs sprouting from the navel, we come back.
So I forgot to say that, well, I write mostly in Spanish, and then I translate it into the English, and we work as together in these translations. And it's the process of going back and forth. And in that way also, Kenneth is going to read also some of his poems. So he's going to read them in English, and so I will be doing all the time the Spanish.
So this is our second public reading together, unless you count reading to like maybe a dozen people sitting on llama pelts up in Peruvian Andes, which is where we met. And our days would be going to these sacred sites that Don Americo Ibar and his son would guide us to and explain to us and do practices to open ourselves. And at the end of the day, we would have our evenings where we would be together and read poetry, make some music together and that kind of thing. And that's where our collaboration began. And one of the things about that was being there and amongst all that beauty and with Americo, who's very much a poet himself and a lover and a great teacher and all the love around it. For me, experiencing all that love reminds me how much I need it in this point. I want to disappear into the transcendent.
Quiero desaparecer en lo trascendente.
I want to feel loved by the whole sky and everything in it.
Quiero sentirme amado por el cielo entero y todo lo que hay en él.
I want to be loved from all directions, everywhere I turn.
Quiero ser amado desde todas las direcciones y a cada vuelta que dé.
I want all the neglected children inside my body to tremble with love.
Quiero que todos los niños abandonados dentro de mi cuerpo tiemblen de amor.
I want to be caught off guard by one loving face after another overjoyed.
Quiero ser sorprendido por una cara amante detrás de otra cara amante, rebosantes de alegría.
I want love to follow me like angels in a peace march, thousands of them.
Quiero que el amor me siga como ángeles en marcha de paz, miles de ellos.
I want love to touch my skin all over.
Quiero que el amor toque toda mi piel.
And 10,000 flowers at once to open in my mind.
Y 10,000 flores al unísono se abran en mi mente.
I want to feel love like your mouth, barely moving against my mouth.
Quiero sentir el amor como tu boca, apenas moviéndose sobre mi boca.
Like the slow wing beats of a resting butterfly.
Como las alas suaves de una mariposa descansando.
I want to feel love like the time you told me that you loved me.
Quiero sentir amor como cuando vos me dijiste que me amabas.